Hey guys and welcome to Bruce's Planet. Remember last time we saw Mr. G telling us about bees and beehives. Here is the continuation of that story.
You see in there? It's pretty cool.
It's also important to make sure that your smoker don't run empty, because then it runs hot.
Oh.
And if the smoke that comes out is really hot, that will irritate the bees a whole lot, and then they're not as calm as we want them to be. Excuse the pun.
Yeah, to be.
Beautiful white smoke. If a frame is ready to be harvested, what they'll do is they'll fill up their little hexagons with nectar and create it into honey, and then they fan the honey until it's completely clear from any moisture. And once that's happened, they'll cap it over like you can see there. So it's just capped honey, and that would be a good frame for extraction.
Wow, wait, that's great.
So,
and brush them off gently, not too hard.
There's a patch there that was not capped yet, and that would have been maybe a couple of days away from being capped.
Yeah.
So that would be good honey. As you can see, a whole lot of them start gathering at the top because they don't have as much space as what they used to have. I'm going to just move all these closer to each other. Here's a good example of a frame that I probably won't want to take for extraction.
Oh, there's quite a lot. Yes.
Quite a lot of, on this side it is capped. I would say that's
a bit around the edges as well.
Maybe a week away from being 100% ready.
Yeah.
They won't ever stop working.
They won't ever stop.
The honey flow might slow down.
Yep.
But a bee can fly up to 10 kilometers to find what they need.
Wow.
So if the honey flows or the nectar flows pretty close, then it's a much quicker process, and you can have a box of bees fill up from scratch frames within 2 to 3 weeks. The commercial beekeepers would then take their boxes actually and put them on trucks and chase the honey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And as I've been told, they can get a box like this they can harvest a box like this every 10 days.
Oh, wow.
So what I'm going to do now, I've just created some space. I want to now put in some frames so they have some space to just go.
Beautiful.
As soon as I remove more frames.
You can really smell that pine.
Yeah.
It's still cooking away there.
This is going to go back into position. I don't want to remove these frames.
Yep.
But this one looks like one I do want to remove, so I'm going to smoke that a little.
And is pine the best way to produce the smoke?
There's a whole lot of different ways to produce smoke.
Yep.
Sometimes the bags, and this is a really good way to produce smoke as well, the bags used when there's a flood, those is it hashing bags, if you cut them up into pieces, they produce a really good smoke, and it burns for a long time.
Oh, okay.
To work with bees. See how they start exploring?
Yeah, that's right. See if I can get in. Wow.
So they're not aggressive. They're just exploring, wanting to see what's going on.
So you'll process them at home?
I've got a spinner at home.
Yep. Ooh.
And spin the honey out, and goes through a filtering system a few times, and that goes into a tub.
Yep.
When the label goes on and ready to go to gifts or to customers to enjoy honey.
Yeah, well, fantastic. That's great. What's the name of your brand again?
It's DNA Honey, or DNA Beekeeping is what we are.
Oh, good. We'll just say DNA.
DNA. So
yeah,
the brand of honey or company is DNA Honey. D and an and sign and A honey.
Fantastic.
DNA honey.
That's what we're looking for.
him to the cross and they left him to die, 'cause they didn't know their left from their right. He was God in the flesh and he wanted the best for his children. He was God in the flesh and he wanted the best, so he gave us the ticket to freedom. Through the sacrifice of Jesus Christ, ticket to freedom is the greatest gift in his hand. Ticket to freedom is the only way to get to God. Ticket to freedom is the only thing I know I've got. I see the people in the bar trying to drown away the scars that have kept them in the gutter of life. They think they got it made by the way they get paid, but the truth cuts like a knife. Jesus is God in the flesh and he wanted the best for his children. He was God in the flesh and he wanted the best, so he gave us the ticket to freedom. Through the sacrifice of Jesus Christ, ticket to freedom is the greatest gift in his hand. Ticket to freedom is the only way to get to God. Ticket to freedom is the only thing I know I got. Jesus has a plan for every woman, every man. Without him you can't do nothing at all. Jesus paid the price for the sin upon your life. He paid it once for all. He was God in the flesh and he wanted the best for his children. He was God in the flesh and he wanted the best, so he gave us the ticket to freedom. Through the sacrifice of Jesus Christ, ticket to freedom is the greatest gift in his hand. Ticket to freedom is the only way to get to God. Ticket to freedom is the only thing I know I've got. He was God in the flesh and he wanted the best for his children. He was God in the flesh and he wanted the best, so he gave us the ticket to freedom. Through the sacrifice of Jesus Christ, ticket to freedom is the greatest gift in his hand. Ticket to freedom